Welcome back to Let's Play Nanashi no Game. Sorry I'm late. While I was returning Odaka's TS, I managed to get access to the police case file archives. There was a murder in that house 4 years ago. There were 3 of them living there at the time, and the murder occurred while Mr. Ikuta was out. The victim was his wife, Mrs. Tomoka Ikuta. She was brutally murdered. According to the file, the scene of the crime was almost indescribable. The 3rd member of the family was also, for better or worse, out of the house at the time and escaped harm. That would be Asahi, the girl in the photo you found. The perpetrator was never caught. It almost doesn't bear thinking about, but one can't help coming to the conclusion that Yutani did it out of a grudge against Ikuta. Under normal circumstances, we could have him questioned, but since the only evidence we have is that game and your dream or vision or whatever it was, we don't really have a case against him. He's also dead. So there's kinda no reason to, try and prosecute him. Just saying. Damn, in the real world things don't go quite so smoothly as one would like, do they? Anyway, back to business. In transdomanial informatics, there is an unwritten rule that digital information is more effectively transmitted than analog information. Well, that book you got from Ikuta, his daughter Asahi's picture diary, could just disprove that notion. Take a look for yourself. Alright, let's open it up.
I went swimming in the sea with Mama and Papa. We stayed at the Cape Side Hotel. Playing in the sea was so much fun. I want to go again next year.
1st of August. Nothing on the next page. Just gotta keep flipping.
Mama is dead. She'd still be alive if Papa had been home. I hate Papa. I hate his job. And I hate the game he's making.
Wonderful, isn't it? That the diary of a mere 7-year-old girl could contain all the information we need. I'm most impressed at how well this supposedly dead medium has retained its information transmission capabilities. Now to the whereabouts of Asahi. According to the detective in charge of the case, she couldn't bear the fact that Ikuta kept working on his cancelled game, even after the murder of her mother. Then, one day, she vanished. Based on the detective's account and this diary, one must conclude that she couldn't live with her father anymore and ran away from home. Ikuta didn't report it to the police. Something inside him must have snapped when she left him. And so, the hatred and resentment of Tomoka Ikuta, taken from her daughter so violently, somehow incorporated itself into that forgotten, abandoned game, truly transferred across domains, thus creating the cursed game. You have 1 day left, Solar. If you can find Asahi Ikuta in that time and bring her to safety, maybe her mother's regret can finally be put to rest. Asahi referred to the Capes in her diary. She must have meant the 7 Capes, an area famous for its scenic beauty. There should be a hotel there called the Cape Side. Go there, and I'll catch up with you soon. There's something in Odaka's room that I want to take a look at first. One thing still bothers me, though. Why has the last page of Asahi's diary been torn out? Could Asahi really still be alive at this point? This tunnel must be the only way to get near the Cape Side Hotel. Creepy tunnels at nighttime. But first email. Ikuta. His game is cancelled, he's fired, his wife dies, and his daughter runs away. One woe doth tread upon another's heel. The police are looking after him now. Will he ever recover? Why was he in that house? Waiting for Asahi? That's a good possibility. The good professor's theory about the main ghost behind this curse is also an interesting theory, and not a totally bad one. But it does beg the question. If the main ghost responsible for this curse is Asahi's mother. Why is she constantly taking the form of Asahi from within the game? There could, of course, be, like, symbolic, mental-based reasons for this. Just seems kind of weird, though. We've kind of got a lot of walking to do with not much interesting at this point. Of course, there's a ghost in this creepy tunnel. But he just kind of stands there until you get close enough to him, and there's not much you can really do but go down the side of him. And then keep running, because he does start chasing you. I suppose all this walking is kind of scenic and whatnot. Builds suspense. I do like the design of this tunnel. I'm kind of impressed with the graphics of this game, to be honest. I mean, for the fact that it's like a fully 3D game on the DS. Not like it's the only fully 3D game on the DS, just pretty decent job with the graphics considering what it's really capable of. Kind of limited in that regard. It's too bad I already discussed things about Yutani in the previous episode, because this long walk would have been a good time to have things to discuss. But I made that mistake already, so I just have to live with it. As you can hear, a regret just popped up at the bus stop we passed by, which is why I just kept running. And what is that strange light? Looks like a mannequin of a police officer fallen over to the side there. And yes, this unfortunately is not a person, but just a creepy squeaking robot thing. And if you look in the distance, we're still being chased. Also, dismembered mannequin arm on the floor that we just passed by. How pleasant. I like the statues. They add a little bit to the aesthetic of the dirt path. And we've got an email to break up this monotonous walking. Let's see what we've got. On my way. Sorry, I had to check something and am running late. Go on alone for now. You know, Yutani brought the curse on himself, but Ikuta will never know what happened to his family. Could be for the best. There's some bushes over there, and a regret pops out. I'm not stopping to look because I'll probably be caught and die. At least I'm guessing as much. And besides, there's a door right here. Safety. I'm not positive, but I think that sign may have told us not to enter. Like, we're gonna listen to that when we're being chased by a ghost. I hate all these doors just, like, opening and closing themselves. Jerk move, game. Jerk move. At least he couldn't actually harm us. At least I don't think he does. I've never tried walking into him or anything. But yeah, pretty sure he's, again, just there to kind of scare the crap out of you. Oh! Rico! Hi! I don't think she chases me. I'm just gonna keep running anyway. And now we get this pleasant squelchy noise instead of the ground. A change of pace, I suppose. Seven Capes Lighthouse. Oh! And that prompts you to run the heck away from the lighthouse. Yeah, you're not supposed to go there yet. You can't go there yet. That ghost, however, was another case of being just kind of decorational. He's there to scare you. He can't actually bust through the door and get you or anything. We're back on solid ground again, which is nice because those squelchy noises were kind of bleh. And here we go. The end of the tunnel.